Following Marc Márquez's sensational victory at the Misano Grand Prix, the MotoGP world was rocked by a shocking confession from Valentino Rossi. The MotoGP legend finally spoke out, sending the public into a frenzy and silencing fans with his words. Is this a sign that the relationship between Rossi and Márquez is improving? Let's discuss it. Heated drama in MotoGP has once again become a major focus after a shocking incident involving two global racing icons, Valentino Rossi and Marc Márquez. The incident occurred at the Misano Grand Prix weekend and heated up the paddock atmosphere. It also shook the emotions of millions of MotoGP fans worldwide and seemingly reignited a long-simmering rivalry. It all started during Saturday's sprint race when TV cameras captured Rossi and his teammates cheering after Márquez crashed while leading the race. The video quickly went viral, sparking heated debate on social media. Márquez fans criticised Rossi's behaviour as unsportsmanlike for a MotoGP legend, while others defended it as a spontaneous outburst of emotion amid the intensity of the competition. As usual, Márquez responded in his own way, not with words, but with actions on the track. In Sunday's main race, Márquez put on a ferocious display, as if he wanted to silence all the doubters. An aggressive start, precise manoeuvres, and consistent speed allowed him to dominate the race from start to finish, ultimately crossing the finish line as champion in front of the Italian crowd. This victory confirmed his dominance this season and served as an elegant response to the controversial incident the day before. Rather than responding with harsh comments or sarcasm, Márquez took the most dignified approach. He clinched a landslide victory on his arch-rival's home turf, leaving the crowd in awe and silence. The public pressure was so great that Rossi fans finally issued a clarification. In a social media post that quickly went viral, several die-hard Rossi fans publicly apologised to Márquez and acknowledged that the 8-time world champion was the best rider of the 2025 season. They explained that Rossi's expression during the sprint race was a spontaneous emotional reaction to the intense competition, not an act of hatred, as some had previously alleged. Some fans even asserted that Márquez's comeback after a long injury was extraordinary, a testament to his champion mentality, and worthy of praise from all MotoGP fans. This apology was a rare and emotional moment. Many MotoGP observers considered it the first step in thawing the frosty relationship that had been frozen since the 2015 Sepang controversy, an incident that divided the paddock for years and created the most heated rivalry in modern MotoGP history. Many call this moment the beginning of a new era in the relationship between Rossi, his fans, and Márquez, one that could lead to true reconciliation in the future. Márquez's victory at Misano not only solidified his position in the 2025 world title race, but also underscored his nearly unstoppable dominance this season. Every lap and every corner seemed to be an opportunity for Márquez to demonstrate his status as one of the greatest riders of all time. If he sweeps the next round in Motegi Japan, he will officially secure the World Championship title, an achievement that will cement his status as a MotoGP legend and cap off his comeback with Ducati. Meanwhile, Valentino Rossi's whereabouts were under intense scrutiny once again. The legend appeared ecstatic when his protégé, Marco Bezzecchi, won the sprint race. However, Rossi was nowhere to be seen in the paddock when Márquez secured a spectacular victory in the main race, which surprised many. Fans and the media speculated that it was instant karma, as if fate had forced Rossi to witness his old rival's triumph on the circuit where their feud had once played out. Thousands of fans filling the Misano grandstands cheered as if celebrating Márquez's resurgence as he reaffirmed his dominance on the track. The drama was made all the more intriguing by the fact that the VR46 racing team, Rossi's beloved team, was experiencing a drastic decline. Despite having the renowned Ducati Desmosedici GP 25 engine, Fabio Di Giannantonio and Franco Morbidelli struggled to compete at the front and often fell behind. This situation raised major questions about the future of the VR46 racing team with Ducati. The Borgo Panigale-based manufacturer is known for its decisiveness and ambition in selecting satellite teams worthy of its full support. Pramac Racing lost its factory team status after Jorge Martin left, which is a clear example of Ducati's willingness to make extreme decisions. If VR46 doesn't quickly recover and prove itself, they risk suffering a similar fate and losing the support of the Ducati factory bike, their primary weapon for a long time. Many fans are disappointed and frustrated that the Valentino Rossi team has not been able to match the dominance of Gresini Racing, which has performed brilliantly with Alex Marquez. Rossi is a MotoGP icon whom they admire so much. Public pressure is mounting from Italian and global fans with high expectations. They want to see the VR46 racing team live up to the legend by scoring victories and competing for titles rather than simply being a fixture on the grid at every MotoGP race. Ducati course general manager Gigi Dall'Igna commented on the victory. Marc demonstrated once again why he is one of the most dangerous riders on the track. After crashing in the sprint race, he could have lost confidence. Instead, he returned with a steely mentality and delivered a perfect performance. This is a very important victory, not only for the standings, but also for the morale of the entire Ducati team, said Dall'Igna. He added that moments like this reflect Ducati's philosophy of never giving up until the finish line. Renowned MotoGP observer Carlo Pernat also weighed in. What Marquez did at Misano is a lesson for all young riders. He proved that the best response to taunts is a strong performance on the track. This victory is a clear statement that he remains the benchmark in the new era of MotoGP, Pernat said. According to Pernat, this victory also sends an implicit message to Valentino Rossi and the VR46 team. Rossi is a legend, but this is Marquez's era. If the VR46 team wants to remain a top team, they must improve immediately. Ducati won't wait too long, Pernat added. Pernat's comments further reinforce the idea that Marquez's victory is about more than just points in the standings. It's also about psychological warfare that puts even more pressure on his rivals. With all these dynamics at play, the 2025 MotoGP season is heating up, both on and off the track. The frosty relationship between Valentino Rossi and Marc Márquez, the VR46 racing team's faltering performance, Marquez's dominance with Ducati, and the looming potential for a world title fight make the MotoGP paddock feel like the summit of a volcano, ready to erupt at any moment. Debates on social media further fuel the fire, with fans divided between supporting Marquez and remaining loyal to Rossi. The pressure is not only felt by the riders, but also by team management, who must consider the future of their respective projects. One thing is clear: Marc Márquez has proven that the best response to criticism and controversy is a spectacular victory on the track. Rossi and his fans are now at a crossroads. Will they embrace this new era of Márquez's dominance, or will they remain trapped in the shadow of an old, undying rivalry? Write your opinion below